Hi, hello everyone. This is Lakshmi. Welcome to my channel Maths Super Tips and Tricks. In this channel, I'm going to discuss about the various levels of examinations and maths. So, subjective wise as well as objective wise level of examination I'm going to teach. So, it's a very helpful channel for the students who are appearing for their objective type as well as subjective type examinations. So today's video I'm going to discuss about one of the most important topic. Already I have done as a part 1. Now we'll discuss about the part 2. So to follow this one you can follow the part 1 also. That link is there in the description. Definitely can watch that one from starting to ending. That is most helpful to you. Then you can follow this part 2 also. That topic is very interesting topic, very important topic. Most of them are worrying about this topic, most of the students, but there is no question of worrying. If you know basic points, the syllabus is more, but if you know the basic points, compulsory you can focus easily on this topic. Shall I start? Yes, enter into the video. The topic is a binomial theorem. Binomial theorem part 1 I discussed. Majorly 3 points you have to remember to follow the binomial theorem easily. 1.1 is terms. There are the various terms, maybe general term, middle term, number of terms. And the second point is coefficients. Coefficients of the binomial expansion, maybe some coefficients, relations you may give, maybe quotient of x power some k will ask, maybe independent of x you may ask. That is the relation of coefficients also you have to know. That is as a part 2. Part 3 is infinite series. Infinite series, when the binomial expansion is infinite series, you have to focus that also. So all these points are very important to follow the topic entirely, either subjective wise as well as objective wise. No need to worry about the subject. I will be here to clarify your subject with easy tips and tricks I am going to give. Just you have to follow my videos, that's it. You have to follow my videos, that's it. Are you? Yes. Now enter into the video. So in this video I'm going to discuss, already I told you, I'm discuss about the binomial theorem as a part 2. So it is some questions are written here. What about this question number 1? The number of rational terms in this expansion. One expansion is given. We have to find out number of rational terms in this expansion. To find out the number of rational terms in this expansion, first you have to know step function simplification is what. I will give just an example. Step of some 2.3. This symbol is for step function. Square brackets you can write. Step of 2.3 value is simply 2. Whatever may be 2 point something is there, don't take that thing and decimal part after decimal onwards. Simply you can write what is this is 2, 2 you can write 3, 3 you can write like that. Suppose there is 2020 of the January month 1. Maybe it is 2020 only. Maybe you know, generally till December 2020 we can call it as a year 2021. No change at all. Maybe January month to December month it is 2020 only. After completion of the December we can enter in the 2021. You know, just simple idea about that step function I'm giving to you. I'm not giving the definition. What is a simplification of step function I am giving to you. This is called a step function. Suppose if you write the step of 2020 up to December 1 to, like this is also 2020 only. So this one be simple idea about the step function. Like this, because this one we are using for this, for these questions. How we can use, we will see one by one. Is it clear? How can you simplify the step function? Step of some 2.3 is there, we can take 2 only. Step of 2020.1 is there, we can take 2020 only. Step of 2020.2 is there, we can take 2020 only, and so on. Step of 2020.12 is there, is also we can take it as 2020 only. So this is about the application of step function. Now we can come to this question. We will go to one of the expansion. You may ask the number of rational terms of this expansion. Maybe number of irrational terms also will ask. To find out number of rational terms of the so-and-so expansion or sum of the, number of irrational terms of the same expansion, what you have to do? First we can compare that expansion by using this tips I am giving to you. In this expansion, x power 1 by p plus y power 1 by q whole power n. In this expansion, we can now observe that x power is 1 by p plus y power is 1 by q overall power n, where p, q are 1 by p, 1 by q powers of x and y. What is n here? Index of that expansion. If this expansion is like this, from this we can get the number of terms by this formula, that is f of n by LCM of these PQ with plus 1 we can add. This is called as f of n by LCM of PQ with plus 1 we can add. When we can use a plus 1 extra? When either PQ multiple of n. These PQ are multiples also known as factors of n. Then we can use a plus 1. This resultant value indicates the number of rational terms of this expansion. Same way, we can use second point here, f of n by LCM of p comma q. LCM of PQ, f of n by we can take. Here we cannot use a plus 1. When we cannot use a plus 1 here, like plus 1 used, when it is plus 1 extra, when either p comma q multiple of n. For example, in this question you can observe that here x power 1 by p, instead of plus or minus doesn't matter, y power 1 by q form, where x is 7, y is a 3, p is a 5, q is a 10. 5, 10 are multiples of 6, 60, sorry. 60 multiples, yes, 60 we can write. Multiples of 10, also we can write multiple of 5. If either of them, not only both, here both of them are multiples of 60. So for this one, what you can use? This formula. We can use plus 1 extra. Let's come to this question. In place of p, 6 is there, q, 8 is there, n, 100 is there. 100 is neither multiple of 8 nor 6. Means what? None of them is multiple of p and q. None of p, q are multiples of n. Then we can use only simplest f of n by LCM of p comma q. Is it clear? These are the formulas to find out number of rational terms. Sometimes you may ask in the same expansion number of irrational terms. To find out the number of irrational terms, we can observe that this is n. Number of irrational terms formula is n plus 1, we can add extra for 1, minus whatever we can calculate here number of rational terms, that one can remove, rest of them are number of irrational terms. Actually, to find out the rational and irrational, you have to expand the total expansion. From that, you have to count what are the rational terms, how many of them are there. What are irrational terms, how many of them are there, you have to count. But for that takes too much time. Without that expansion, just we have to concentrate on this step. You can remember it easily, there is no difficult at all. Within 10 seconds, you can get the solution if you know the application of this tip. These tips are useful to find out number of rational terms, number of irrational terms of the expansion in this form. Is it clear? Now come to the questions one by one. Here we can observe that he is asking here the number of rational terms in this expansion. In this expansion, what is we can compare with that one. P is 6, Q is 8 and N is equals to 100. So 100 we cannot write either multiple of 8 or 6. That's why it means what is meaning of this one? None of PQ is multiple of 100. Means which form we can use for number of rational terms? Just we can use this. That is f of n by n is how much? 100 by LCM of 6 and 8. What is LCM of? LCM of 6, 8. 6, 8, LCM formula, we can write 2 3s, 2 4s. So now 2 3 6 4s 24. What is LCM of 6 and 8? 24. This is f of 100 by 24. 100 by 24 means what? 4 point something you can get. 4 point something. Some x we can get. What I said about the step function? 4 point some x part is there, but no need to take this x part. Only we can take this integer part. This is called as a greatest integer also. Step function is also known as greatest integer function. Therefore, step of 4 point some x means something you can get. That is a didn't, right? Step of 4 point x is simply 4. So, what is answer for this question? The number of rational terms in this expansion are 4. Within 5 seconds you can get, not only even the 10 seconds. Just you have to know the tips of number of rational terms, number of irrational terms. Is it clear? Now look at the next question. Number of irrational terms in above expansion. Same expansion is given in this question. We have to find out number of irrational terms. What is the number of irrational terms formula? N plus 1 minus of number of rational terms. This is number of rational terms. Remove from the n plus 1. So what is the solution for this one? N plus 1 minus number of rationals. So what is n here? 100 plus 1, 101. Minus what is the calculation part of number of rationals in the expansion? 4. 101 minus 4 is 101 minus 4 is 97. That's it. This is answer for this question number 2. That is asking number of irrational terms of the same expansion. Is it clear? Just we have to concentrate how can you find out the number of rational terms, number of irrational terms without expanding. If you expand, it takes too much time. Without expanding, just you have to concentrate that tip. That one you should apply. You know, guys, you can remember it easily. You have that much capacity in your brain. Your youngsters, just you have to follow. Easily you can remember in your mind. So then we can do the number of questions easily. Is it clear? Now look at the next question. Number 3. You see, in this question, it is given mains 2019. It is given mains 2019. What is the given question? The total number of irrational terms in this expansion are given these options also here. What is asking? Number of irrational terms. To find out number of irrational terms, what you have to find out first? Number of rational terms. For that, what is the formula given here already? What are the P, Q, N we have to compare with this one? X is 7, Y minus 3, okay. P is a 5, Q is a 10. I can write here P is a 5, Q is a 10. What is index? N 60. N is a 60, right? Now, 60 is easily multiple of 10 as well as 5. Any one of them is enough, even though in this question both are the multiples of 60, means factors of 60. In such cases, we can use this formula for number of rational terms. Means what is the number of rational terms here? Number of rational terms according to that formula, step of, this symbol indicates step function, step of n is 60 by LCM of 510, PQ 510. With the plus 1 we can add extra. 60 by LCM of 510, you know very well, LCM of 510 is 10 only, plus 1. Now 60 by 10 is 6. Step of 6 is 6 only. That is 6 plus 1, 7. How many rational terms you got here? 7 rational terms we got. But what is asking? What is asking here? The total number of irrational terms. What is that formula? N plus 1 minus number of rational terms. Therefore, required result. Irrational terms are irrational terms. What is that? Tell me, n plus 1. 60 plus 1, 61 minus number of rationals 7. 61 minus 7 is how much? 54, right? Which option? Yes, clearly second option. Very, very simple question which is given mains 2019. Don't think mains level is difficult, especially in binomial theorem. We will mention in the prescribed syllabus particularly only simple applications. These are the simple applications. For that you have to know basically tips and tricks. You can get those questions within fraction of seconds. Is it clear? We will move forward some more points. Are you ready? Right. Next questions. Before start these questions, you have to know one of the expansion. Already explained in part 1, x plus a whole power n expansion when n is positive integer. In place of x plus a whole power n binomial expansion, there is an expansion in the form of 1 plus x whole power n. What is this expansion? You have to know first. 1 plus x whole power n expansion is can be written as nc naught plus nc1x plus nc2x square plus nc3x cube and so on, somewhere else x power, sorry, ncr x power r. Somewhere else there is a ncr x power r and so on plus ncn x power n. This is expansion of 1 plus x whole power n. This is called a standard binomial expansion. What is called? Standard binomial expansion. We can expand like this, where nc naught, nc1, nc2, nc3 and so on, ncr and so on, nc are known as binomial coefficients. What are those called? Binomial coefficients, you know very well. So these nc naught, nc1, nc, instead of these we can write simply c naught, c1, c2 also. So what are those values? You know very well, already explained permutations and combinations as well as part 1 of binomial theorem. But here, what is expansion you have to know first. In this expansion, what is a nc naught power of x is 0, x power 0 is 1, nc1 the power of x is 1, nc2 the power of x is 2, like nc3 the power of x is 3. Similarly, this is called a general term, ncr the power of x is r. This is last term, ncn the power of x is n. This one you have to know first. Okay, where this tr plus 1, this is called as a general term or r plus 1 term. Tr plus 1 in this expansion is ncr x power r. You have to know this expansion. What is x power r quotient is? X power r quotient is ncr, that is also known as r plus 1th term. That is also known as r plus 1th term. This one you have to know first. Okay. How can is expansion of 1 plus x whole power n? You have to keep it in our mind. Now we can concentrate for all these questions. You have to remember this tip. Very simple, very important tip. What is that? If the coefficients of r plus 1th, r plus 2th, what are these? If the coefficients of r plus 1th, r plus 2th terms, that is also we can write ncr minus 1, ncr plus 1. That is also we can write x power r minus 1, x power r plus 1 in AP series. Then the relation between the n and r. What is the expansion here? In this expansion, 1 plus x whole power n. What is n here? Index of this expansion. R is a like rth term means tr. Rth term is also known as tr, maybe tr plus 1, tr plus 2. R indicates this is. Maybe if we give the quotients like this, for collecting the r minus 1 becomes r when we should add the 1 for this one. R minus 1 plus 1 is r. Maybe he may give the x powers terms like x power r minus 1, x power r plus 1. What is the for the first term to become power is r? We should add 1 for this one. First we have to collect the r is what? For that you have to know what is the tip for this one. Tip of this expansion is what? In the expansion 1 plus x whole power n, if the coefficients of r plus 1th, r plus 2th, this is also we can write like this. R in AP series. AP means AP in the sense here arithmetic progression. If those terms are in AP series, then the relation between n and r is n minus 2r whole square is equals to n plus 2. This is very important, very simple. Just you have to remember this formula directly, easily. N minus 2r whole square is equal to n plus 2. N we can collect this power of the expansion, and r we can collect either from this one. If we given the term, maybe for this one it should add the 1. For this power of x also should add the 1. It can get the r value. If you know the r value, n value, we can use in for this equation. In this equation, you can use it. From that, we can find out some unknown value or values. Is it clear? Now, we can apply those tips in this question I am explaining here. First, you have to know this expansion also. This is very important expansion. This is called a standard binomial expansion. You have to remember this is first. Right? Now, come to the question number 4. What is given? If the coefficients of 5th, 6th, 7th term rth, r plus 1, r plus 2. Fifth means what? In place of r, what is there? 5, 6, 7. Continuous terms only will go. In the expansion, what is expansion? 1 plus x whole power on standard expansion only given. R in AP, then n value. Quotients of 5th, 6th, 7th terms, directly terms are given. In place of r, directly you can take it as 5. N is n only. What is relation between r and n? N minus 2r whole square is equal to n plus 2. That only you can use simply. N minus 2r. N minus 2r whole square is equal to n plus 2. What is r here? R is of 5. N is n only. N minus 2 into 5 whole square is equal to n plus 2. Whole square is equal to n plus 2. Right? Now, what is this value? N minus 2 into 5, 10 square is equals to n plus 2. What is asking? What is asking? He asking the n value. Already there in the options, n values you can use in the equation. Which value satisfied on this equation, that only we can pick up. No need to expand and calculation, factorization takes too much time. Just we have to use options verification. First of all, I am using the first option. What is the first option? 7. N is equals to 7. 7 minus 10 is minus 3. Minus 3 whole square is 9 is left side. Whatever right side, 7 plus 2 is 9. 9 is equals to 9, it is 2. Maybe first option. Now come to the second option. 14 if you write in place of n. N minus 10. 14 minus 10, 4. 4 square is 16. Left side is 6 and right side 14 plus 2 is also 16. Means what? N minus 10 whole square is equal to n plus 2. When n is equal to 14 also it is true. Means what? 7 is true or 14 is true. But we have to pick up the only one option. What is the third option? You can look at the third option. 7 or 14. Means what? You know clearly 7 is true as well as 14 is also true. That's why you can pick up 100% third option. No need to worry about these two options. If there are the both values here, 7 or 14, we can pick up that only. Is it clear? Now, what I used? Just n minus 2r whole square is equals to n plus 2 relation. When the quotients of r plus 1, r plus 2 in this expansion are in AP series. Now, come to the mains 2019, it is given as 5th question given here. If NC4, NC5, NC6 are in AP, is given in this formation. NC in place of n r minus 1 there is r minus 1 there is 4. Here 5 then 6. How can you get this is a NC r minus 1 when it is a r, when should add? I said already. When becomes r, when r minus 1 is becomes r by adding 1. That's why what is r indirectly? R is here clearly 5. Then r plus 1 is 6. We can add for this one 1. R plus 2 is 7. So what is r value indirectly? R is a 5. What I did here? What is r value? 5. Same question, but he is given that here terms form, he is given that quotients form. Same question, same answer one can get. What is answer? Either 7 or 14, maybe both are there, we can pick up both of them. Which option is correct one here? Only one of the option there is a 14. That is second option. Same question, there is no change at all. Only change is in the here in this given terms form. In this he is given that coefficients form. That is only difference here and there. So very simple, within fraction of seconds you can get it. He is given that 2019 JEE Mains. Now come to the next question. He is given that EAMCET 2015. If the quotients of x power x power 9, x power 10, x power 11. If the quotients of x power 9, x power 10, x power 11 in the same expansion are in AP series, he is asking this result. Quotients of x power 9 means he is given this form x power r minus 1, x power r, x power r. What is the first term here? X power r minus 1. What is this power? R minus 1. R minus 1 becomes r when adding 1. We need r actually. By adding 1 means what is x power 9? First term is what? What is the first term there? X power 9. When it is becomes r like here, by adding 1 means what? Indirectly r is equals to 9 plus 1 10. N is n only. What is the formula here? Since n minus 2r whole square is equals to n plus 2. In place of r we can take it as 10. 1 minus 2 into 10 whole square is equals to n plus 2. By this expansion, n minus 20 whole square is equals to n plus 2. You know a plus b whole square formula, a square n square minus 2ab, 2, 20 is 40n plus b square is 20 square is 400 is equals to n plus 2. By taking n is this side, this becomes n square, 40n minus n is minus 41n is equals to, already 2 is the right side, but taking 400 is right side, becomes minus 400. So what is the value of n square minus 41n is equals to minus 398. Is asking n square minus 41n value, that is a third option. That's it. Clear? It's very simple. It is given that answer 2015. This is given that means 2008. Only have to concentrate what are the basic points. That's enough. Tips and tips are enough. Within a fraction of seconds you can get the solution. Is it clear? So make a note. If you have the doubt, please mention in the comment section. Definitely I will guide you. So you have to apply the short tips and tricks, then only you can get the number of questions easily. Clear? Right. Come to the next tips and tricks. According to tips and tricks, what are the questions? Within 5 seconds you can do it. Within 2 seconds also you can do some questions. First of all, you have to concentrate on these tips. Very simple, but you have to remember. That is compulsory. In this tip, in an expansion 1 plus x whole power n, nc0 plus nc1 nc2 I have given in previous questions. What is 1 plus x whole power and expansion? There I said to you nc0, nc1, nc2 and so on. nc and n are known as binomial quotients. Sum of all these quotients should be 2 power n. In place of nc0, nc1, nc2, you can write simply c0, c1, c2 and cn and so on, cn also. nc0, nc1, nc2 and so on is also, we can denote simply c0, c1, c2, cn also. Sometimes you may give like this, you will miss this n. What is this is called as sum of the all quotients in the expansion of 1 plus x whole power n. Now come to this one. Here all quotients nc0, nc1, nc2, ncn are available. Along with that one there will be multiples. This is a is one multiple. Then next multiple is a plus d. Then a plus 2d. You know that clearly a plus d, a plus 2d are known as a AP series. A plus d, a plus 2d are so on AP series. Then this summation is 2a plus nd by 2 into 2 power n, where a is this value, d is a common difference. You know difference of a plus d to a. That is you can take as d, and n is this number by 2 into 2 power n. Like that you have to remember easily. Same series, here all are plus are there. A into nc0 plus a plus d into nc1 plus and so on. It becomes 2a plus nd by 2 or into 2 power n. But here alternative plus or minus is there. That is here a nc0 with minus, a plus d here minus, then plus, then minus, etc. In such case immediately can take as 0. First of all quotients c0, c1, c2 are available or not, you have to check. Then its multiples are in AP series. Then we can use these two tips. Right. In the same expansion, here a into nc0, a plus d into nc1, same only, but in place of nc0, what is there? nc0 square. Squares are there, like a into nc0 whole square plus a plus d into nc1 whole square plus a plus 2d into nc2 whole square and so on is there. Same formula you can use, but in place of 2 power n we can add 2ncn. In case of there will be nc0 whole square, nc1 whole square. Simply we can write these are c0 square, c1 square, c2 square and so on also. Is it clear? These are the major 4 tips. Depends upon the quotients relation in the expansion of 1 plus x whole power n. Is it clear? Just you have to concentrate what are these tips. Easy way I am explaining, how can you remember also? Then definitely you can remember, then you can apply it. Into these tips, I am doing these questions. Look at once. It is a mains 2019 it is given. The sum of the series 2 into 20c0 plus 5 into 20c1 plus 8 into 20c2 plus so on plus 62 into 20Cn, 20C20. Here we can observe the 20C naught, 20C1, 20C2, means you can concentrate on this one. NC naught, in place of N there is 20C naught, NC1, 20C1, NC2, 20C2, all terms are available. And also multiples of NC0, NC1, NC2, you can observe that. What is NC0? Means 20C0 multiple is 2, 20C1 multiple is 5, 20C2 multiple is 8. What is difference of 5 to 2? 3, 8 to 5, 3. Such series is called as AP series. You know here clearly A plus D minus A is a D, and A plus 2D minus A plus D is also D. That is called as difference, common difference. Now according to that formula, here all are plus. We can use this tip. What is the formula? 2a plus nd by 2 into 2 power n. First of all, you have to collect the what is a, what are the a, d, and a is 2 here. This is a. D is a common difference. What is difference of I to 2? 3. That is common difference. You know very well 3. As well as n. In place of n there is 20. According to this formula, what is our resultant value? 2a, 2 into 2 plus 3 into 20 by 2, 2a plus nd, 20 into d is 3 into 2 power 20. 2 2's 4, 3 to 20 60, 60 plus 4 64, 64 by 2 into 2 power 20. 64 by 2 means 32 into 2 power 20. 32 we can write 2 power 5. 2 power 5 into 2 power 20 is simply 2 power 25. 2 power 25 means which option? That clearly fourth option. Very simple question, within 5 seconds you can get by using this tip. That is given in mains, there is no difficult at all. Clear? Now come to the next question. Is given that answer 2018. If n is a positive integer greater than 1, then n is given that positive integer greater than 1. Then positive integers are starting with 1, but it's given that greater than 1. Nothing to worry for that one. But what is he asking? Summation of 3 into NC0 plus 8 into NC1 plus 13 into NC2. You know here also NC0, NC1, NC2 are available. And what is the difference of 8 to 3? 8 to 3, 5. 13 minus 8 is also 5. Common difference is same. And with a alternative plus or minus, minus, plus, minus, and so on. Now we can come to this sequence. See, NC0, NC1, NC2, and this is with the plus or minus alternative. Immediately that value is 0. Without using the pen, we can pick up the option. Which option? Clearly fourth option. That's it. For your recognition purpose, I use the pen for tick mark of fourth option. But usually you can pick up the option by using this tip. Alternative plus or minus you can use. Clear? That's it. Is given the MSET 2018. Now we'll do some more courses which are depends upon. Is come to the question number 9. It is given that mains 2017. The value of 21C1 minus 10C1 is one bracket plus second bracket 21C2 minus 10C2 plus 21C3 minus 10C3 and so on plus last bracket 21C10 minus 10C10 value is asking. What is asking? He is asking this value. To find out this value, what you can do? You can concentrate on these terms. Are given the options also. Finally, we can use options. In these terms, there will be two separate terms we can concentrate like 21C1, 21C2, 21C3 and so on 21C10 as a one set we have to take, and the remaining 10C1, 10C2, 10C3 up to 10C10 as a second set with the minus. Shall I do like this? We can separate 21C1 plus 21C2 plus 21C3 and so on plus 21C10 as one set with the minus of with 10C1 plus 10C2 plus 10C3 plus and so on plus 10C10 are given to you expansion of like NC0, NC1, NC2, how can you do it? But if you use that expansion, takes the too much time. Instead of that time, that expansion, what you have to do? Just you have to concentrate on separation of terms. I separated 21 series is one set and 10 series is other set. Like in this expansion, in this bracket, we can observe that it is starting from 21 C1 2 3 1 2 3 it is starting, not starting with 0. It is also starting with 1 2 3, not start with 0. You have to concentrate on this step. In this step, what you can observe that NC0 plus NC1, NC2 up to NCN is there, with starting with 0 up to n terms will be there, that is 2 power n. 0 to n means actually n plus 1 terms, 0 to n. Compulsory 0, 1, 2 up to n will be available, as well as here n must be NC0, NC1 and so on, then only it is 2 power n. We can use this formula. You can consider on first one 21 C1, in place of n there is 21, but what is missed here? C0 is missed. We have to add and subtract that one here. Here also 10 C0 is missed. Here also for this bracket, to use that tip, we can add and subtract the here 21 C0, here 10 C0. That is 21 C0 plus 21 C1 plus 21 C2 plus so on plus 21 C10 with minus 21 C10 for this bracket. I add the 21 C0, that's why I am subtracting 21 C0. With minus of here also adding 10 C0. 10 C0 plus 10 C1 plus 10 C2 and so on, last 10 C10. What you have to subtract? Minus 10 C0. So then only we can use that tip. You know, it is in the form of 20 C0, 20 C1, 20 C2 up to 20 C not here. 21 C10 will be there. You know, 21, 0 to 10 means what? 0 to 10 means what? 11 terms. But here 21 plus 1, 22 terms must be available. 22 of 11 terms will be. Means what? This series is off of the series. Means what? Of sum of all terms are not available. In which sum of all terms are available, we can take, all terms are available, we can take 2 power n. But here half of terms only available. Means what? Half of 2 power n. In place of n, what is there? 21 you can take. That is 1 by 2 times of 2 power 21. Here already for this one. Here to here. Minus 21 C0. 21 C0 with minus 21 C0, I said to you, if it is 0, whatever may be this value, it becomes 1. Means it minus 1. With minus of here, we can observe that 10 C0, 10 C1 up to 10 C10. Complete series is there. NCN, the like 10 C10 is there. That's why we can write totally this as, in place of n, what is there? 10. That is 2 power 10. With the minus 10 C0 is 1 only. Now we can observe that 2 power 21 by 2 means 2 power 20. Minus 1 here, minus 1 minus 2 power 20, minus 2 power, minus 2 power 10 I am writing. Here minus 1 minus 1 minus 1 plus 1 gets cancelled. What is left over? 2 power 20 minus 2 power 10. Is it clear now? Is it clear now? So here I used the one tip number 1 for this term only half of the series is there. That's why I am taking 1 by 2. 1 by 2, 2 power in place of n 21 is there. This is nothing but 1 value minus here complete series is there, in place of n 10 is there. 2 power 10 minus 1. By the cancellation of 1, what will be left over? 2 power 20 minus 2 power 10. That is which option? Yes, third option. Very simple, but you have to make the separation of the terms, then we can use a tip number 1 in this list of the tips. Clear? Now the question number 10 is given that answer 2016. Here is asking the summation of this series, that is minus 1 into C0 square plus 2 into C1 square plus 5 into C2 square plus and so on 3n minus 1 into Cn square. Result is asking. I have written the options also. How can you find out this one? I said already these NC0, NC1, NC2 also we can write in short form. C0, C1, C2 and so on. We can look at this one. It is in this form or not. It is clear in the form of A into NC naught, NC in place of NC naught, what is that? C naught square, 2 into C1 square plus 5 into CT square. In place of N, nothing is there, means what you can think there is some N here. But what are the multiples of C naught square, C1 square, C2 square? Multiple of C naught square is -1, C1 square is 2, C2 square is 1, and so on. What you can observe, the difference of 2 to 1 minus 1, 2 minus 1 minus 1 plus 1. 2 plus 1 is 3, 5 minus 2 is a 3, means what? Indirectly minus 1, 2, 5 and so on are clearly in AP series because of common difference should be equal. What is the common difference here? 2 minus 1 minus 1 plus 1, 2 plus 1 3, 5 minus 2 3, that is D. D is a 3 and N is N only. What is formula according to the tip number 4 in this list? A into NC naught square plus A plus D into NC1 square and so on. What is formula? Tip is 2A plus ND by 2 of 2A plus ND by 2 into 2NCN. That only we can use here simply. First of all, what is A? A is this term, that is A. A is a -1. Common difference D is I said already, D is common difference is 3. N as N only. Now according to that formula, what is that? 2A plus ND by 2 into 2NCN. That is 2A. 2 into A is -1 with plus N. N is N only. D is a 3. That means 3N by 2 into 2NCN. So this is simply -2 plus 3N we can add 3N minus 2 divided by 2 into 2NCN. 3N minus 2 by 2 into 2NCN means which option? Where is it here? Yes, it is clearly second option. So like this we can do the question number 10. In this binomial theorem part 2, I discussed the various points majorly depends upon the general standard expansion 1 plus x whole power, relation of the quotients as well as number of rational and irrational terms. How can you find out? In an expansion in the form of x power 1 by p plus y power 1 by q whole power. So those points majorly mostly helpful to you. I did the previous JEE mains and MSET questions also. These are the basic points I did in a part 2. But one more point will be left out, that is infinite series. Sum of infinite series, how can you find out? We will discuss in the next part as a part 3 because I said to you this is lengthy topic. So within 2 parts I couldn't. So I will take, to get the complete idea about the topic, you have to take some more part. So that is also mostly helpful to you. Within a few points, if I explain within one video only, it will be over. But I explained each and every point with easy tips and tricks as well as previous JEE mains and MSET questions also. That's why it takes 3 parts. So ready to watch the part 3 also. And you can watch this one from starting to ending along with the part 1. Then you can get the clear idea about the binomial theorem. Very easy. It is important for all levels of examinations, not only MSET to mains, all types of examination subject to also it is mostly useful to you. So you have to concentrate what are the various tips and tricks that is mostly helpful to you. So in the next video we will meet with part 3. Till then, take care, bye. But if you enjoy this video, please like, share and subscribe. Most of them are subscribing. Thank you one and all. We are crossing the 150 subscribers and feel very happy. Within few days that will be done because of your support. So you can do like this. Definitely we can move forward some more videos that is most helpful to the students. So dear parents, you also can support me by sharing, subscribing my channel, that is useful for your child better progress, right?